The gravel knew my footsteps long before I reached the gate. The porch still leaned the same old way, untouched by time and fate. A lantern hung beside the door with rust around its frame. The wind slipped through the cedar trees like it recalled my name. Dust was dancing in the window where the evening settled slow. An old blue jacket on the hook had nowhere left to go. Coffee stains upon the table, a map beneath the glass. Everything was standing still while 20 seasons passed. The silence wasn't empty, it carried every mile, like echoes through the pine trees, waiting all this while. When the wind came back, it carried more than air. Every road I thought I'd bury was still waiting there. Every broken mile behind me, every dream I couldn't hold, turned into the quiet strength that only time unfolds. The fireplace remembered every winter I once knew. Its faded stone still held the warmth that somehow carried through. A cracked enamel coffee mug sat beside an empty chair, like someone left a story there, still floating in the air. Outside, the river moved along without a single sound. The wooden bridge kept standing where my fear once held me down. I didn't come to chase the past or ask what might have been. I only came to hear the wind before I walked again. The mountains keep their secrets, the morning keeps its light. Some answers bloom in silence long before they feel right. When the wind came back, it carried more than air. Every road I thought I'd bury was still waiting there. Every broken mile behind me, every dream I couldn't hold, turned into the quiet strain that only time unfolds. I thought I lost the person who first walked through this place, but every board beneath my feet still recognize my pace. Sometimes the road keeps waiting, even after years have flown, until the day your heart is ready to finally call it home. When the wind came back, I finally stood my ground, not because the world had changed, but peace was finally found. Every mile became a lesson, every scar became its own. Now the road keeps moving forward, and I no longer walk alone. box door. Edges worn like tired hands that traveled years before. Coffee rings and faded pencil traced roads without a name. Every line looked unfinished, yet somehow called the same. The dashboard caught the morning through a dusty windshield pane. A pair of boots beside the seat still carried yesterday's rain. I turned the key, the engine breathed, then settled into song. For the first time in forever, being lost felt less like wrong. No arrows pointing home now, no promise where I land. Just miles beneath these old wheels and the map inside my hands. I got a map with no ending, no finish line to chase. Every curve becomes a memory, every mile finds its place. The sky keeps writing stories across the windshield blue. Maybe I don't need the answers, just another road to move. The weathered sign beside the road had nearly lost its pain. The letters disappeared with time, the silence somehow stayed. A little diner by the bend poured coffee black and slow. The waitress smiled without a word, like she'd always known I'd show. I filled my notebook page by page with things I couldn't say. Pressed a yellow autumn leaf between the words that slipped away. Outside the clouds kept drifting like they never feared goodbye. I watched them cross the valley with an unhurried kind of life. The compass keeps on turning, the daylight keeps its pace. Sometimes the longest journey begins with giving space. I got a map with no ending, no finish line to chase. Every curve becomes a memory, every mile finds its place. The sky keeps writing stories across the windshield blue. Maybe I don't need the answers, just another road to move. If every road were certain, would I still stop and see the rivers, fields, and quiet towns that slowly changed me? Maybe the open distance was never something to fear. Maybe every mile I've wandered was leading somewhere here. I've got a map with no ending, and that's enough for me. Every sunrise paints tomorrow across the endless trees. I don't carry all the answers, only courage that I grew. With an old map in my pocket and another sky to follow through. Follow through. The river curled around the stones like it had years before. Morning settled on the reeds beside the weathered shore. An old wooden dock leaned quietly into silver light, holding all the empty hours that disappeared each night. I skipped a little pebble where the current bent away. It vanished without asking if I'd chosen right today. The water kept on moving like it always used to do, never looking back to count the things it once swam through. The river never hurried, it never held the rain. It carried every season without calling one by name. The river never asked me who I used to be. It only kept on flowing past every memory, every shadow on the surface, every tear the current knew. It never asked for reasons, it simply carried through. The faded fishing boat rested upside down nearby, wild grass wrapped around its sides, beneath the open sky. Someone carved initials deep into the old dock rail. Time had blurred the edges, but somehow left the tail. The breeze moved through the willow like pages softly turned. Some stories leaving silence after everything is learned. I watched the sunlight dance across 1,000 tiny waves, knowing even moving water gently shapes the hardest place. The mountains watched in stillness, the river kept its song. Neither one was asking where I'd been so long. The river never asked me who I used to be. It only kept on flowing past every memory, every shadow on the surface, every tear the current knew. It never asked for reasons, it simply carried through. Maybe peace is quiet, maybe peace is slow, maybe healing happens long before we know. The river kept no record of every storm above, it simply kept on moving, teaching me enough. The river never asked me to become someone brand new. It only showed tomorrow by carrying me through. Now every winding current feels like something I once knew. The river never asked me, it simply carried through. Fire burned down slower than the stories used to last. Smoke climbed into midnight, carrying pieces of the past. 3 old chairs around the flames, 2 covered up in dust. 1 still faced the mountains, like it quietly kept trust. No blue blanket on the log where laughter used to stay. Now only sparks remembered every word that slipped away. The kettle hummed its lonely tune above the glowing coals, while shadows danced like memories nobody could hold. Some nights feel forever, even when they're gone. Some voices keep on echoing long after moving on. These firelight and empty chairs still know every name, every smile that warmed this valley, every quiet flame. Though the seats are standing empty, love was never left behind. It lives inside the silence. The heart remembers every time. The stars were scattered gently, like forgotten photographs. The pine trees kept on swaying through invisible old paths. I poured another cup, although nobody would arrive. Some habits stay beside you just to prove your soul's alive. The mountains wore the moonlight like an old familiar coat. The river kept on whispering every word we never wrote. I watched another ember slowly disappear from sight. Some endings become lanterns in the middle of the night. The darkness never stayed here, it only passed on through. Morning always waited beyond the falling blue. These firelight and empty chairs still know every name, every smile that warmed this valley, every quiet flame. Though the seats are standing empty, love was never left behind. It lives inside the silence. The heart remembers every time. If I ever hear the laughter floating through these trees again, I'll smile into the silence and let the wind say when. These firelight and empty chairs no longer make me cry. They remind me love can linger long after goodbye. Every ember keeps on glowing long before the dawn appears. Hope is born so quietly beside these empty chairs. Morning settles softly on the valley dressed in gold. Tiny drops of dew shining brighter than before. Wildflowers covered hillsides where winter once had stayed. Color found the places that the frozen months had claimed. The little wooden fence leaned gently through the meadow grass, holding nothing tightly while the seasons slowly passed. Butterflies kept drifting without wondering where they'd land. Every fragile movement looked completely unplanned. Nothing blooms by rushing, nothing grows from fear. Every quiet morning brings another year. Wildflowers don't hurry, still they find the sun. Every season has a reason, every race is never won. I'm learning from the meadow to breathe before I run. Wildflowers don't hurry, yet somehow they become. A weathered watering can rested near an apple tree, an old straw hat beside the gate still waiting patiently. I trace the rows of blossoms reaching farther than before. Each tiny color whisper, there's always something more. The breeze carried seeds beyond the field I couldn't see. Maybe hope has always traveled farther ahead of me. Every petal faced the daylight without asking why, simply opening slowly beneath the endless sky. The earth keeps every promise without a single sound. The smallest living wonders rise straight from the ground. Wildflowers don't hurry, still they find the sun. Every season has a reason, every race is never won. I'm learning from the meadow to breathe before I run. Wildflowers don't hurry, yet somehow they become. Maybe growing gentle is the bravest thing I've done. Not because life changed, but because I finally stopped trying to outrun the sun. Wildflowers don't hurry, neither will I now. Every mile has shaped me, every season showed me how. If tomorrow brings another dawn, I'll meet it where it's come. Wildflowers don't hurry, yet somehow they become. Morning painted silver on the highway stretching north. The faded pickup carried everything that still felt worth. An old canvas bag beside me held letters never read. The mirror caught the sunrise where yesterday had fled. Telephone poles counted miles like stories passing by. Clouds drifted slow across the shoulders of a mountain. valley, wrapped in light. The road kept opening wider with every mile in sight. Every mile keeps teaching, every bend lets go. The farther that I'm driving, the lighter I become. I'm heading northbound again, with the morning in my hands, leaving every heavy shadow scattered across the land. Every winding road before me feels like breathing after rain. I'm not running from my story, I'm just northbound once again. A lonely gas station stood beneath an endless sky. The owner tipped his weathered hat as I was passing by. Fresh coffee filled the morning with familiar, simple grace. Some strangers leave a kindness that no memory can replace. Wild horses crossed the hillside far beyond the county line. A hawk circled through the daylight like the whole world still had time. The tires hummed a melody only highways understand. Some journeys never finish, they simply change the land. Every mile behind me made the next one clear. The road was never empty, it was always leading here. I'm heading northbound again, with the morning in my hands, leaving every heavy shadow scattered across the land. Every winding road before me feels like breathing after rain. I'm not running from my story, I'm just northbound once again. If tomorrow brings another highway, I'll greet it like an old friend, because freedom isn't somewhere waiting, it's every road I'm willing to begin. I'm heading northbound again, where the open skies remain. Every sunrise keeps reminding nothing beautiful stays the same. Every mile became a lesson, every lesson made me strong. Now the road keeps singing with me like it knew me all along. Morning gathered quietly beneath the tallest pines. Golden light was resting where the forest met the sky. The little cabin stood exactly where I'd left it years before. Only now it felt less lonely than it ever had before. A lantern by the doorway caught the early morning glow. Wildflowers lined the pathway where cold winters used to grow. The same old gravel welcomed every careful step I made. Only this time I was smiling instead of feeling afraid. Nothing stayed forever, Nothing had to be. Even changing seasons saved a place for me. This is where the wild wind stays through every passing year, carrying away the silence, leaving courage here. Every road became a teacher, every mountain knew my name. The wind was never trying, it simply helped me change. The fireplace was glowing with a softer kind of flame. Coffee filled the little room exactly like the rain. An old guitar beside the chair still carried gentle scars, like every song I'd ever written underneath the stars. Outside the river shimmered underneath the morning sun. The bridge still crossed the water where so many dreams had run. I finally saw the person staring softly back at me. Not somebody different, just someone finally free. The forest keeps no trophies, the river keeps no blame. The road keeps moving forward without forgetting names. This is where the wild wind stays through every passing year, carrying away the silence, leaving courage here. Every road became a teacher, every mountain knew my name. The wind was never trying, it simply helped me change. The cabin, the river, the road, the sky, they were never changing me. They were patiently waiting until I could finally hear myself. This is where the wild wind stays, where every journey ends. Not because the road is over, but because my heart has learned. Every mile still lives inside me, every sunrise feels the same. The wind keeps softly calling, and I'll always know its name.